What is monitor? CRT monitor. A monitor displays text and image data passed to it by the computer. A cathode ray tube, CRT, monitor is the type that has been around for years and is large and boxy. CRT monitors are heavy and they take up a lot of desk space. They have largely been replaced by flat-screen monitors. However, some are still used in the design industry since the color accuracy and brightness of CRT monitors is excellent, and designers need to see true-to-life colors. Also, CRT monitors are generally cheaper than flat-screen monitors. Flat-screen monitor, TFT or LCD. Over the past few years, as they have come down in price, flat-screen displays have replaced CRT monitors. Flat-screen monitors are light in weight and they take up very little desk space. Modern flat-screen monitors have a picture quality that is as good as CRT monitors. TFT and LCD are two of the technologies used in flat-screen monitors. TFT is thin-film transistor, and LCD is liquid crystal display. Another technology that may replace these is OLED, or organic light-emitting diodes. Digital/multimedia projector. Digital projectors are used in situations when a very large viewing area is required, for example during presentations, for advertising, or in your home for watching movies. A projector connects to a computer, a DVD player or a satellite receiver just like an ordinary monitor. The image is produced inside the device and then projected out through a large lens, using a powerful light source. What are the type of printer? Inkjet printer. Cheap, high quality, full-color printing became available during the 1980s due to the development of inkjet printers. These printers have a similar print head mechanism to a dot matrix printer. The print head passes left and right across the paper. However, instead of using pins to hit inky marks onto the paper, the inkjet squirts tiny droplets of ink onto the surface of the paper. Several colored inks can be used to produce full-color printouts. The droplets of ink come from tiny holes, the jets, which are less than the width of a human hair in size. Each droplet creates a tiny dot on the paper. Since the dots are so small, the quality of the printout is excellent, 1,200 dots per inch are possible. This is perfect for photographs. Inkjet printers are very quiet in use. Since they have so few moving parts, they are also cheap to manufacture and thus cheap to purchase. However, the ink is very expensive to buy. This is how the printer companies make their profits, so the printers are expensive to use. This is a close-up of the tiny ink dots on a page. The dots combine to form light and dark areas. Laser printer. Laser printers are very complex devices, and thus expensive to buy. However, they are very cheap to use. This is because they produce marks on paper using a fine dust called toner, which is relatively cheap to buy. A single toner cartridge will often last for 5,000 to 10,000 pages of printing. The laser printer uses a complex system, involving a laser, to make the toner stick to the required parts of the paper. This system is very different to a dot matrix or inkjet, and you don't need to know the details. The laser and toner system allows very fast printing compared to other printers, just a few seconds per page. Laser printers are very common in offices since they print very quickly, are cheap to use and are reasonably quiet. If you want a physical copy of some data on paper, a hard copy, you will need a device that can make marks on paper, a printer or a plotter. Dot matrix printer. A dot matrix printer is named after the pattern, a grid or matrix, of dots used when creating the paper printout. These dots are formed by tiny pins in the printer's print head that hit an inked ribbon against the paper, leaving marks. As the print head moves along, it leaves a pattern of dots behind it which can form letters, images, etc. Dot matrix printers often use continuous stationary, long, continuous strips of paper, rather than separate sheets of A4 like inkjet and laser printers use. After printing, the printout is torn off from the long strip. Dot matrix print quality is poor, the printers are noisy, and there are much better printing systems available today. However, the dot matrix printers are still used in certain situations. Since the pins actually hit the paper, several carbon copies can be printed in one go. An example of this is airline tickets, which have several duplicate pages, all printed in one go. The print mechanism is very cheap, and the inked ribbons last for a long time. So, where cheap, low-quality printouts are required, dot matrix printers are used. An example is shop receipts.